Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I welcome you all to the platform of English Buffet.5. Let's get started with today's lesson. I'm gonna take you far, viewers, today from the boredom of grammar, you can say, as we are going to explore vocabulary aspects of speech, right? And the lesson is figures of speech. I have already imparted you an introductory lesson over this topic so that you may well be aware of it, that what sort of language or speech is it, right? So in order to make you clear headed, I'll just be hinting towards the definition, that what sort of figurative language is and what we can explore under it. सो एक्चुअली व्यूअर्स, फिगरेटिव लैंग्वेज एक ऐसी लैंग्वेज है जिसमें हम वर्ड का लिटरल मीनिंग जो है उसको कंसिडर नहीं करते. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय द फ्रेज नॉन लिटरल लैंग्वेज. Actually, we can divide the meanings of the words into two categories. I hope those who are fond of literature and they explore language in many ways, they understand the two terms like denotative meaning and the connotative meaning of the words, right? So denotative meaning is actually, viewers, the dictionary meaning, all right? And if we say contextual meaning, so that is called the non-literal language, which is far away from the dictionary meaning, right? So we can say, in other words, figurative language is quite closer to the contextual meanings of the words, right? So it won't be wrong to say that do not try to find out the meaning of the figurative language inside the dictionary. You won't be finding there, okay? Because they are a little bit, you can say, cultural and the shady meanings, and the, you can say, contextual meanings. That's why the examples are in front of you. I hope you can understand after reading them. Like the very first one is, she's as happy as a clam. I could say that she is very happy, but I'm saying she's as happy as a clam. I hope you are differentiating between the two statements. The difference is quite clear. You look like an angel. I could say that you look very kind, or you are very kind, but I'm saying you look like an angel. So I think in this way, the speech is quite understanding to the listeners, and it is holding some sort of life and vividness, if I'm not wrong. So actually, I can say that I can sum up rather that figurative language is that language which brings color and life in our selection of words. And if we talk about the angle and understanding of our listeners, they will be at ease in understanding our purpose, okay? So let's begin with the very first figure of speech, which is simile. There are many more. I'll be imparting you one by one. First one is simile. Definitely, we find in our speeches different sorts of comparisons, and if the comparison is in this way, that we use the words like, as, resembles, or than, it means we will be comparing one thing to the other, right? Like Pyro's eyes were as green as a spring meadow. By comparing one's eyes with the greenish color of a spring meadow, it will become quite colorful, full of life, and our listeners will become quite comfortable with our speech, and such a comparison will become quite understanding for everyone. Secondly, if we really want to build our fluency better and we want to create impression over others, definitely we should use such comparisons. Such a comparison, viewers, is called simile, and there are more examples for your better understanding, like as white as snow, as fat as a pig, swim like a fish, as strong as an ox, as busy as a bee, life is like a dream, as cold as ice, and as quiet as a mouse. So if you are going to use such comparisons in your everyday speeches, definitely you will be creating impression, and your listeners will be on their toes, we can say, to predict more and more, to learn more and more from your speeches as well, right? Next one is metaphor. This is also a sort of comparison, but it is a little bit different from simile. Let's take its definition first. Takes two things that are opposite in every way and uses them to make a common connection. Let's understand it with the help of an example. Like, you are the apple of my eye. I am no more saying that you are dear to me. Rather, I am saying you are the apple of my eye. Meaning is same, but the selection of words is quite appealing and captivating. Some more examples like Franklin has a heart of gold. He's walking encyclopedia. Matlab, he's walking encyclopedia. What does it mean? It means that a person who is quite intelligent, he has everything in his mind. So we are directly comparing him with an encyclopedia. Next one is Mary's voice is music to my ears. You are my sunshine. The world's a stage. Means the world is a stage. So here, if you are still confused, I'm gonna make you clear through comparison of both, right? Simile is what? It is, you can say, an indirect comparison where we will be using the words like or as in order to compare one thing to the other. Whereas metaphor, viewers, it is a direct comparison without the usage of the words like or as. Let's make it further clear with the help of an example. You came in like a breath of fresh air. It's simile. But if I say you are a breath of fresh air, it means it's a metaphor. I hope it's getting clearer. I hope you can guess from this quite captivating illustration in front of you. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pipers. Can you guess what is this figure of speech? It is alliteration. Right, viewers? It is quite easy for everyone who is listening to us, especially our kids, if we will be repeating our words in this way, that the consonant sounds within our words are getting repeated, right? This is what actually is, you can say, the prominent feature of poetry. The poets use alliteration in order to create melody as well as rhyme and rhythm, we can say. So it is the beauty of poetry that it is full of alliteration sometimes, and it becomes very captivating for the readers as well. They enjoy such a music by created by alliteration, right? But in everyday speeches this can again be involved creating an impression. आप देख सकते हैं आपके सामने एक सिंपल सी फ्रेज लिखी हुई है, लाइक बिजी बी. So this is creating, you can say, life inside the speech. Another example, curious cats can catch a cold. Such a, you can say, amazing line, which is having the repetition of the consonant sound k. Curious cats can catch a cold, right? इस तरह से speeches को याद करना भी आसान हो जाता है, especially for the children. Next is frogs frequently frolic in fresh water. Next one is 11 elegant elephants and an elderly elk. Will water wait for wonderful Wendy? And German gentlemen generally give gems as gifts. I hope that now the purpose is clear. Viewers, definitely figurative language is going to build up your fluency. It is going to provide your speech with life and color. Your speech will become more lively and vivid. And if you really want to practice these things inside your speech, you have to involve figures of speech in your day-to-day conversations. right? Because this is so captivating and appealing, and it becomes very easy for the listeners to get into your idea, and it also enhances their knowledge as well, right? So I hope you are going to enjoy this lesson and you will be working over it. Thanks for watching. Keep on practicing, keep on learning, sharing this knowledge with others. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe for getting more and more useful videos from my side. Take care of yourself. See you soon. Allah Hafiz.